Good evening and welcome back to NoQuipSports, your Monday edition of Week 13. NoQuipSports, your no funny business source of just football news. We'll be expanding to different sports in the near future. Thanks to Josh Glidden with coming through last night with our surprise live edition of NoQuipSports, where we commentated the Green Bay Packers visiting the Washington Redskins game, where Washington actually won by quite the margin. Once again, thank you very much to Josh Glidden. Josh, I'm going to give you a nice little plug down below directly to your Instagram page, Josh Glidden Photography. Once again, thank you so much. Also to the fans, thank you for coming through. This was a wild event where I took down some of the numbers. We had almost over 800 views throughout the night, which is fantastic. Over 175 comments on the live feed, a share, and about 40 reactions of people coming through. So that's really exciting, and so thank you all for coming out. This has really been fantastic. This first 2 weeks has been really great. I've learned so much, and I can't thank you all enough. But for today, in terms of football, we're going to be talking about 2 out of the 3 Thanksgiving matches coming up. First match on Thursday, we have a divisional game starting at 12:30. Minnesota visiting the Detroit Lions. Minnesota and Detroit both sitting at 6-4. This is a major NFC North showdown, which will determine who is in first place starting at the beginning of Week 13, especially since you have the powerhouse in the division, as they've been known the past few years, the Green Bay, who's been sliding back, especially with that big loss last night. Also, in Detroit's wins, here's the thing. They've only been doing it by coming back in the fourth quarter. All 6 of their wins have been comebacks in the fourth quarter, so maybe this is a good sign for Minnesota. In addition, Minnesota's defense and special teams once again has lit the fire. You know, they struck again in their big win over Arizona. They had a nice kickoff return as well as a pick 6, which was gigantic. This, in most recent matches, Minnesota is actually winning 2-1. Detroit winning most recently earlier this month, actually, November 6th, I believe, when they went against each other. Now, here's the thing. Whenever one of these teams wins, it's always by a pretty large margin of about 2 touchdowns, bare minimum. So this is going to be a really, really interesting game. I think Minnesota this year, I think they're legitimate. I think Detroit's been fairly lucky, so NoQuipSports is actually calling Minnesota to win this game. In our next matchup, we have another divisional matchup at 4:30. Washington is visiting the Dallas Cowboys. Washington's coming in at 6-3-1, and Dallas, top in the league, is coming in at 9-1. The Washington D.C. Redskins, because I messed it up last night, we thought it was Washington State. The Washington D.C. Redskins have been shocking the league this year with quality and consistent play. In the NFC East, this is actually a big deal. Dallas is number 1, the Giants are number 2, Washington is number 3, and Philadelphia is coming in at 4. This is a powerhouse of a division, people. These 4 teams are all pretty great. They've all been doing fantastic things, and Washington's kind of like the quiet one who's been doing things. So if Washington is to make a move in the playoffs right now, it's very, very important that they win this game, because someone needs to take Dallas down by a notch, and how convenient would it be if it were Washington to do so? Earlier this season, Dallas did win this game by 4 points, so this game I think will be far different now that Dak and Zeke are solidified in their positions. It seems like their coach is backing them. It seems like Jerry Jones is backing them, as well as Tony Romo, most importantly. Now, here's the thing. Jerry Jones actually took a major shot at Tony Romo after the game. He said, I think I've set a record for the most expensive backup quarterback. And I thought that was unbelievable. After all the great things that Tony Romo has done for that team, he does get injured a lot, and sometimes he's not very likable. But he is a fantastic quarterback. He's been doing a great job, and now you're totally crapping on him because you decided to go with Dak, the rookie, over Tony, the experienced professional. So, anyways, I just want to put that out there. I thought that was craziness. I am calling, NoQuipSports is calling Dallas to win this game. And also, just so you all know, I'm actually extraordinarily excited about tonight's game, Houston visiting Oakland, even though it is a neutral spot in Mexico City, Mexico. I think this game is going to be fantastic. I have been fanboying over Oakland all week long. So down in the description down below, I'm going to connect you all to the video I made on Thursday about that, and I am still calling Oakland over Houston. And then also additionally in the description down below, I'm going to add the worst plays of Week 11, the best plays of Week 11, and then also in addition, just from the speech that Tony Romo made about Dak Prescott, we have a couple reactions. So I'm going to also tag Ezekiel Elliott's interview about it, Dak Prescott's interview about it, Jason Witten's interview about it, and hopefully that's something interesting to you all. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic week, the beginning of the Thanksgiving week, Week 13 of football, and think about what you're thankful for this week. Everybody has so many great gifts, even if you're in a bad spot. Please do take some time this week to think about the positive things going on in your life. And if you truly do feel about that there is not a positive thing to think about, please think about how those things can make you stronger over time. So anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and go football.